Okay. Yes. Yeah, good evening, and happy Sunday to you. Wherever you're watching from the podcast, all live on streaming on Facebook and also YouTube and also Instagram and Twitter. Today's exclusive, we're going to talk about Ghana GH health sector. And I have my honorable people here, two representatives from the both side party. Represent their party. Today we're going to talk about things and we're also going to digest things, you know. You can say your comments and your questions. And they are here to answer you. My name is Joe Coker. And right after the music, I'm going to play another party song so that, you know, I'll not be summoned to court. Oh, this is the official song from NDC, the National Democratic Congress. 2020, the election. I can see my people them. They write something down, you know. It's not about fighting. It's not about anything. It's peaceful discussion. Please, you can share the page for us. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We are in any social media platform, any of these both parties that you can share the page. Muse Mahama Oka Oye. Yebeshe Nanaso Oka Oyana. Anase John JM Oka Oyana. Today we're going to dip into their promises about the healthcare and also other things as well. But this program is an episode program, so we have more and more to talk about. Yes. This is really from Daddy Lumba, the legendary Daddy Lumba. I wrote this song for Nana Akufo-Addo Dankwa, the President of the Republic of Ghana. Right after this song, my gentleman is going to introduce himself and we start the program. Okay. Yo. We want to thank everybody that watching now. And this is the exclusive interview. It's not actually interview. Actually, we have a discussion here, and this guy is gonna be an episode going on, and it's all about Ghana. You know what? Someone will say Ghana first. We want the best for Ghana, so we want to update you and also digest you with things that is going on in Ghana. Ghana is for all of us, you know. It's not for one person. All right, gentlemen, you are welcome to JC Radio.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, Joe.
Yeah, please, you can turn your mic this way a little bit. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Thank you so
it's
much.
fine,
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, thank you so much. Please, the gentleman with the long sleeves, you tell us your name, and I know you've been here last week, but for the sake of the listener.
Well, thank you, Joe. Thanks for having me here once again. I
Sure.
think last week was really a very, inspiring discussion, and thanks for having me here today also. My
Okay.
name is James Makion, the New Patriotic Party Finland branch chairman.
All right,
I guess that should be enough.
absolutely. And please, the gentleman also on my left, please.
Well, thanks for having me, Joe. And I believe today is my first time being here. So I think I'm much appreciated to be part of this show. My name is William Monovi Amankona, and the vice chairman of NDC Finland. And also I belong to the NDC Nordic chapter.
Okay.
And I think we've been in some radio discussions previously.
Oh yeah, in Lahi Radio, I remember very, very well.
Makion was part of the game, so I think
Yeah.
we are not new in this
come
game.
long way.
Yes.
I think Lahi Radio was which year? Was it 2015, right?
Yeah, 2015, yeah, around that block, yeah.
2015,
Yeah, 2015. Yeah. Wow. Nice. So there's a general question for me. So how is the Makion? How is MPP doing? Then before we go to ND, because I can say that you are in power now. So how are you doing? How MPP doing?
Doing in terms of the general governance of the country.
The general government, yeah.
We are doing great.
Great.
We have challenges, of course.
We will talk about that.
But
I just want to know.
we are doing great. Yes.
Okay.
We are doing well.
Doing well.
Yes.
Okay, Honorable Bongo, please. How is NDC doing now?
Well, I think
Please, you come close to the mic a little bit for me.
I think NDC is the best political party
Perfect.
in Ghana for now, and we are doing great. We are just in the process of becoming the next government in Ghana come 2024, 2025 in December 7 when we go for the election of 2024. I believe NDC is going to win the next governance in Ghana. So we are just doing everything that we could to get Ghanaians a better governance system that the society actually wishes. So NDC, it's good. Last week, John Mama was in Amsterdam, met the Ghanaian community, and I think he stressed on much of the developmental project that he intends to do for Ghanaians, to the diasporans, and I believe everything in NDC is okay. We are on course.
Okay. Okay.
You are in opposition and you are saying your party is the best.
Yes.
Of course, he's entitled to his opinion. So, Honorable Bongo, I want to ask you this question. That is a question from me.
Okay.
I want you to convince me that I should vote for Mahama, and what I want you to tell me why I have to vote for Mahama to come in power for the third time.
Not the third time, to be precise. I think Mahama has been a president for just one term.
Okay, yeah, voting wise, yeah, one term. Okay, yeah, of course, he was, when a term is passed, he has to come in immediately. That's why it's a third time.
Yes.
So, of course, you can correct me on that too. Yeah, okay, there's a second time.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
Let me just start off by in Ghana you can only become a president on 2 terms, so which is 4 years. So
Absolutely.
as I said, Mahama has been just 1 term president as the law states. So this is the second term that he intends to run for office again. So back to your question, you asked why we should vote for John Dramani Mahama as a president to come on board the second time. I think when the first 4 years that he came, when Ghanaians look at the massive developmental projects that he actually did. So now Ghanaians are actually yearning for him to come back. And when we also look at the governance under this current NPP, Nana Addo Dankwa Bawumia governor, then Ghanaians are making the best comparisons and saying, no, we actually need John Dramani Mahama to come on board to save Ghanaians. So maybe we're going to go much into these kind of things why we should vote for Mahama, but I believe he is the visionary leader Ghanaians actually want. He understands what the youth want. He is the president who could just create more jobs for the youth to do. He is the president who can develop Ghana in terms of infrastructure development, and I think he understands the system in Ghana. Lastly, he has been the president before. He came, he lost the elections, and now he's seeking to win the
That's why
elections.
I don't cut you off, but that's where I have a problem, because I was waiting for you to read to that point that he lost the election for the second time. So while he was in power for 4 years, the Ghanaian vote for him, trusting in him, giving him the power to lead them, and also fixing the problem of Ghanaians. And after his 4 years, he couldn't come back again. So what was the problem?
The issue was the lies perpetrated by the NPP government under Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and his current vice president Mahmoud Bawumia. You know, they made the governance seem so simple that they were just saying things that they actually didn't know. I remember Mahama told Nana Addo that he has never been a president before, so he should stop all those promises, huge promises he was delivering to Ghanaians. So they were able to convince Ghanaians into believing in that the promises that they are going to give is what they are going to do. But now they have been in government for 2 terms, which is almost 8 years for now, or 6 years and over. And I think Ghanaians have seen how they intend, the lies they came to governance with, how they are maltreating Ghanaians with bad governance and other things. So I think this is the best time for John Mahama to come and correct the mistakes he did in the last 4 years, and then to improve upon the lives of Ghanaians who are yearning for him to come back for the second time. He's now like the Jesus of Ghana.
Okay, that's where I want you to come in. Then after vice versa, I'll ask you the same question too.
It's actually interesting listening to my brother Bongo talk about why the NDC's John Mahama needs to come back. You know, John Mahama is a spent force. You know,
How?
But John Mahama has, in fact, he has no stake as far as the governance of Ghana is concerned, except the fact that I mean, he will continue to have the title of a one-term former, president of this country. When my brother was speaking, he talked. You asked him why John Mahama wants to come back.
Yeah.
And he said, it's because the MPP, that is the party, in power now, lied to Ghanaians, and that is why Mahama was kicked out of power.
Mm-hmm.
If you recall, in 2016 elections, John Mahama lost close to 1 million votes. That was the gap between Nana Akufo-Addo
Of course.
and John Mahama. This was unprecedented. It has never happened in the history of our country that a sitting president will lose by hoping 1 million votes.
Yeah, that's why he explained.
Yeah. Let me come there.
Okay.
And then, granted that we lied to Ghanaians in 2016 and won the elections and came to power in 2017.
Mm-hmm.
In 2020, there was elections. Mahama was also a candidate for the NDC. And when you are a party in governance, you make mistakes. You will not be able to meet all the expectations of the people.
Oh, of course.
So definitely your votes will come down, right?
Yeah.
And the 2020 elections, Akufo-Addo once again beat Mahama over 500,000 votes. It has never happened in the history of Ghana that in any elections that the gap between the two major parties in the country, 500,000 votes, it has never happened.
But why? I have a question there. Why it has to drop?
Of course, that's why I tried to explain to you earlier.
Okay.
That when you are a governance or when you're a party in power, you are the one people get angry with, not the opposition.
Not the opposition.
Because people have expectations. You will not be able to meet all the expectations of the people.
Yeah.
So definitely, you will struggle to remain in power, and that is why our votes reduced. And even when it reduced, we gave the NDC, John Mahama, a gap of over 500,000 votes. It has never happened in the history of the country. And so the question is, if indeed we lied to Ghanaians in 2016 and we came to power in 2017, 2020, if indeed we lied to them and we have not performed, they should have kicked us out the way they kicked Mahama out after 7 gets a single term. And so when the NDC talk about people lying to Ghanaians to come into office, it's sad. It saddens my heart. It's an attempt to undermine the intelligence of the Ghanaian voter. They are saying that, excuse me to say, Ghanaians are stupid. They don't know what they want. And so, for example, when Ghanaians voted NDC into power, were Ghanaians stupid? Did NDC lie to Ghanaians? Definitely not.
Yeah.
And so I think that this kind of rhetorics, we shouldn't even go to that, those kind of areas, right? Since MPP came into office, we have seen the difference, and the difference was demonstrated in the 2020 elections. When we were coming to power, we promised that when we come, we will make sure every Ghanaian child goes to school. We will make education accessible. We will make secondary school free of charge. And so today in Ghana, school is free from kindergarten up to high school. You can't even find this in Finland, right? In Finland, kindergarten is not free. But in Ghana, from nursery to kindergarten to primary school to junior high to senior high, it's free of charge, right?
Yeah.
All the things we promised. Of course, we have not turned Ghana into heaven.
Yeah.
But I can assure you that so far it has been good, and that is why Ghanaians showed confidence in us in 2020. And I can assure you that Ghanaians still have confidence in the administration of the MPP, and they're going to give us more opportunities come 2024.
Okay, vice versa, the same question. So, do you think that Ghanaians should still vote for MPP for this coming election, and why Ghanaians have to vote for MPP?
Okay.
Then before we move to the health sector,
all right. Thanks so much for the opportunity again. When we were coming to power in 2017, we gave promises to Ghanaians. So Ghanaians are going to measure us based on the promises we gave them. Promises from 2017 and 2020. Right? That's how they're going to measure us. So they're going to measure us based on our performance. So for example, as I said earlier, we talked about making sure that education is free, right? And we have delivered. We promised that when we come, teachers and nursing trainees will
All
go
right.
to school free
Honorable Usman is here, so
without paying allowance. We promised and we delivered. We promised that when we come into office, we will make our health sector robust and attractive. We will make the health of Ghanaians a priority. And indeed, we have delivered. And so Ghanaians are going to look at all the things we promised them. And based on that, give us the third term that we so deserve. I have always said that Ghana has only one alternative, and the only alternative to develop the country, the only alternative to put Ghana on a pedestal of development, is having the MPP in office. That is our only choice, right? And Ghanaians have shown that. And so for me, I'm really, really surprised that somebody like John Mahama wants to come back into office. Because remember, John Mahama was vice president under John Evans Atta Mills.
Yes.
But when John Mahama was vice president, he told us that he's a vice president who had the most opportunities to govern this country. In fact, when Mills was president, Mahama was more or less the shadow president. He was doing everything.
Yes.
Right? And when Atta Mills died, he continued.
Yes.
Right? Until we had elections in 2012.
Yeah, 2012.
After 2012, when we elected him, right, we saw what we had. Under John Mahama, Ghanaians slept in darkness. We couldn't have common electricity. We slept in darkness for 4 years. Do you know how many industries collapsed? But under our administration, MPP administration, we came and we said, you know what? All the industries that were established since the time of Kwame Nkrumah, which have collapsed, it's about time we change the economic fortunes of the country. And so we introduced the 1G, 1F.
Yeah.
And today, as we speak, we can talk about over 150 newly established factories operating. There are others that are being established. There are also other factories that were in existence that needed a boost, that needed financial support. And we have done that. And so you see that we have to compare a party that collapsed factories and a party that is building factories. That is the difference, right?
Okay.
When NDC was in power, they couldn't even pay teachers. Teachers and nurses were on strike every day.
Okay.
Right? You couldn't even employ people. Ghanaian youth, to the point that we have unemployed graduate association. We have never had this kind of thing in the country.
Okay.
Since we came into office,
Yes.
because of Akufo-Addo's good work, the number of people Akufo-Addo has been employing, that association has collapsed. Today, you don't hear of it anymore.
Okay.
Last week, I told you that since we came into power from 2017 to 2022, end of last year, December 2022, we have employed close to 2.5 million Ghanaians. This is people that government has employed, not people that private sector has employed. And I can give you, as I told you,
You give the fact.
I mean, as we go along, not
not now.
Discussions.
Okay.
Today on health, I'll
today.
give you detail by year by year the number of people our government
All right.
has employed.
Okay.
And so Ghanaians, as you say, Ghanaians are going to look at all these things, and I'm sure Ghanaians are not ungrateful.
All right.
And they're going to give us the mandate.
All
and
right.
we'll break the
Honorable Bongo, 2 minutes. I want you to debate on what Makion have just elaborated right now. So I wanted you
my
to
brother
have your
Makion,
take on it.
I don't think Makion is a Ghanaian actually, because he doesn't even understand what the politics and the governance in Ghana is. You know, he is talking as if a free school started under Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. You know, under J.J. Rawlings, there was this policy, and it's actually even enshrined in the 1982 Constitution of Ghana called FQ, Free Compulsory Universal Basic Education. And that is the genesis of free education in Ghana. Nana Addo was just promising free senior high school. He didn't promise free education because free education was an initiative of NDC. And even under when John Dramani Mahama was president, he was the first person to initiate the free education on on a pilot basis.
Okay.
Actually, John Mahama brought the free education on all day students in Ghana were not paying tuition fees.
That is, excuse me. That is from is it from primary school to?
Yes, because as I said, primary school
Okay.
was under J.J. Rawlings was free.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's
I
not
think
that
I remember
Ronaldo
that
brought
time.
it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
we are talking about senior secondary school. Under John
Okay.
Dramani Mahama,
Mm.
3 senior secondary school was awarded to day students. The
Okay.
day students. So
Okay.
every Ghanaian who was a day student in any secondary school in Ghana was actually not paying tuition fees.
Yeah.
So I think my brother here needs to understand that.
Okay.
Then he is again saying under John Mahama there was total darkness in Ghana and there was no electricity. You know, when we are doing politics as young men, we have to be factual and then truthful. Anybody watching us or listening to us can just go to myjoyonline.com on 9th May 2007, 2007, 9th May. Under John Ajekum Kufuor, there was total darkness in Ghana. And what you know what he did? He sent pastors to Akosombo Dam to go and pray. Pastors pray for Akosombo Dam. That was the headings under My Joy Online. And the date is 9th May 2007. Anybody can just go and check. So it is not that darkness or electricity issues was only available under John Dramani Mahama. It has been a problem of Ghana, and John Dramani Mahama has been the only president in Ghana who promised Ghanaians to actually solve it, and he solved it. Now we don't have any doomsday in Ghana again. Instead of them giving praise to John Dramani Mahama, they are now saying that he brought doomsday to Ghana. Meanwhile, under Kufuor, as I'm saying, there was total darkness in Ghana for over 4 years, and then the only thing he did is pastors praying for water to be in the Akosombo Dam. You know, these are governance system or the political party of NPP. They are clueless. They don't even understand how to rule Ghana. They have nothing to show to Ghanaians. All they know is lies. My brother here is saying they have established companies. I'm here. Let him just name. He said he can give you over 100. Let him just give us 10.
No.
10.
We that one will come on that. Today we want
Yes, last
exclusive.
week he was here just giving people.
Because last week,
the program
no,
lies.
because last week he has every right to say whatever he wants to say,
All
but
those
because
things
you
my
guys
brother
couldn't
said
show
here
up
were
last
lies.
week,
Yes,
so
all those
whatever
things
he say,
were
whether
lies.
is I'm coming honorable Bongo, whether it's lies or not, NDC couldn't show up. I have a discussion with all of you. That is, let's hit the nail on this head one time. I have a discussion with Kofi, and I have a discussion with you, and also with Patrick, which is the president, and none of you show. He show up. So I mean, I have to give him the platform to explain.
So just you lies, right? Is that what you're trying to say now?
No, whether he tells me lie or not, also I've done my research, and also I've
What did
done
you
my.
find out about what the things that he said? Because when a government in opposition promises to,
We will talk about that today.
factories in Ghana,
Yeah.
and then he comes and then says that the initiative that under John Dramani Mahama.
I don't want us to deviate from the why we are here. This is just to warm the stage whilst we come and perform, right?
Yes.
Okay, so now
Joe, just 30 seconds.
okay.
I have never said that we have never had electricity problem in Ghana. I have never said
You
that.
just
here.
said that.
I said,
Yes.
let me put on me on record. I said that we have never had any administration where for 4 years, 4 continuous solid years, Ghanaians are sleeping in darkness. We have never had that in Ghana.
And when was that?
You understand?
When was
And
that?
that was under John Mahama.
That's totally not true.
You understand?
That's
And
not
so
true.
and so I can never say. Let me tell you.
Factually, these are wrong facts.
We when you're talking, I didn't interrupt you.
Honorable Bongo, wait.
let me-
Honorable
let me-
Bongo,
let me-
wait.
let me finish.
No,
Let me
wait. I will give you the chance, but he just have like
Yeah,
30 seconds.
yes,
and I'll give you also that
just-
30 seconds
just
to
just to
come in,
correct.
please. Yeah.
That I'm saying that we have never had any administration. We have had electricity problems since the time of, in fact, since colonization. We have had electricity problem in the country.
Oh, of course.
Exactly. So the point I'm making is that we have never had that kind of acute electricity problem as a result of mismanagement. You understand?
Under
Of the economy.
Akufo-Addo,
No,
under
under John Mahama.
Under Jahama. Okay,
Exactly.
John.
Even under Akufo-Addo, we have some intermittent. I must admit, we have some intermittent, cut-offs and here and there.
Of course.
You
Of
understand?
course.
That is natural. Even in Finland, we get lights off in Finland, right?
Yeah, of course. at
Exactly.
times, yeah,
Under some
yeah.
circumstances.
Under some
And so the
circumstances,
point I am making here is that we have never had any government who has been so incompetent with the management of our electricity to an extent that for 4 years, Ghanaians were sleeping in darkness. Where the president tells Ghanaians that we are having this electricity problem because Ghanaians have too many phones. If my friend is saying I'm lying, I can give him the story right now. John Mahama says that we have electricity problem in Ghana because Ghanaians have too many phones. People are charging their phones. And that's why we have electricity problem in Ghana. This is the government he's trying to talk about, that he solved electricity problem. You understand? And just touch just shortly on the free SHS I spoke about. John Mahama in November 29, 2012. If you go to Ghana web, you can read the story. Mahama says that free SHS will collapse Ghana education. You can Google it. Free SHS will collapse Ghana education. Right? Okay. Yet in 2021, 23rd June, John Mahama says that he introduced free SHS. So when you have a person who has double math, today he says he introduced free SHS. You understand? Tomorrow he says the free SHS will collapse Ghana's education. And so today we're not going to discuss education, as you said.
Yeah,
today
that's why I want us to.
So I want to hold on with all my points.
I'll be very happy.
If I want to point this, my friend, I'm sure he will collapse before we start discussing the main topic.
Yes,
so I want to relax with him.
JC Radio. JC Radio.
Yeah, Miss Beck Awusume. It's all about Ghana healthcare. We are discussing and we're going to digest all the problems, you know. We want to see these two parties who are each brothers a good healthcare. I remember one of these two parties, nurses were demonstrating, you know. And I don't know which party was there, you know. But today we're going to know which demonstrating the nurses was going, you know, demonstrate against the government, you know, of payment increase, salary increase. Today is exclusive healthcare, please. I don't want any electricity or anything, you know. Let's talk about, you know, healthcare because it's serious. Because now, if you go to this 37 or this Kolobu, all this, you see people lying on the floor, which is very, very sad. I watched some certain video. Oh man, it wasn't appealing at all. Honorable Patrick Osei-Agyeman, big shout out to you. I said, don't believe MPP, bro. MPP and lectures. Hey, Jerry Opon. Hey, in the Empire, big. Only send American no. Monkofu mieni bi omotina ha say. Omodi omo bodyguard ya bro bi ba na omo agime. Hey. Yeah, right after this music week, I'm going to ask Honorable Bongo in JM administration or JM government say how many hospitals was established in Ghana and where? And the same question goes to Honorable Makian. Then we take it from there. Yes, Honorable Bongo. See me say Muhammad hospital do CB pa CB into for the listener's sake, let me put this in English so that it will be able to me at here. I would like to know that how many hospital in Muhammad time he actually built for Ghana.
Thank you very much back again, Joe. There is something that I just want to correct for now.
Okay.
You know, NPP has been in governance for almost 7 years now. And always they compare themselves with Joma, who was a president for only 4 years. You know, that is surprising, isn't it? Because Rollins was 8 years, Kufuor 8 years, Atamel's Mama 8 years, Nanado Baumia almost 8 years now. But I don't know why they always pick 4 years of John Mahama and then compare what they are doing in the last 7 years.
Okay.
So it's very surprising. But having said that, let's move forward.
Yeah, please.
You know, the health system in Ghana has been very bad since, like Makion said, long time ago. Under Rawlings, Kufuor, they all came, did their part, and Mahama, Tamils came, and then Nado has also been in government for now.
Mm-hmm.
And I must put on record that no political party in the history of the Fourth Republic has done anything better than NDC government in health sector.
Okay.
No government in the history of Ghana. You know, when Professor Mills came, may he so rest in peace, what he decided to do was, as at that time, the health training institutes were all under the Ministry of Health. So he enacted the Health Institutes and Facility Act in 2011, which is Act 829, to expunge all health training institutes from the Ministry of Health, so that they become autonomous and then they can operate very well in the country. So what they decided to do was, before you get better healthcare, you need to train health workers properly for them to understand the need to give better healthcare into the society and onto the people. So that is the focus of NDC.
Yeah.
So I must admit that a lot of health workers were trained in NDC administration between John Dramani Mahama and Atamels, or maybe Atamels and John Dramani Mahama. They established a lot of health facilities or health training institutes. I am from Techiman, and Techiman we are lucky to have, I think, two. One in Techiman North and then one in Techiman South, and a lot of them. And then they were employing a lot of students, or admitting a lot of students into this health training.
But you answer my question though. I said how many hospital was built under Mahama administration?
Yes, I'm coming there, but I have
All
to
right.
give you the history of.
Okay.
Because you cannot build hospital when you
Why you
don't
don't know the
nurses.
history? Okay.
Yes, you don't have nurses to.
All right.
there.
All right. Sorry to interrupt. Yeah.
So
Please
the-
carry on.
when John Mahama became president, the first thing he did was he took 10% of all the salaries of his employees, with the focus of building chip compounds. When you say chip compounds, these were like
10% of
their salary.
all government
All
employees.
government- yes, all
Okay,
his ministers,
okay.
10% of their salaries.
Okay.
And
Okay.
and this amounted to over 2 million Ghana cedis
All right.
from their salaries. The accountant general was taking this money and giving it to the chief of staff. And with that amount of money, they were able to build at least 12 chip compounds onto the Ghanaian community. These were only the monies from his ministers. And in Ghana today, we have about 2,984 chip compounds. And I can tell you that NDC government established over 1,260 out of this under Atamels and then John Dramani Mahama. So if back to your question again, how many hospitals did John Dramani Mahama build? At least I can tell you that the Legon Hospital was built by John Dramani Mahama.
Okay.
He established, which is the University of Ghana Teaching Hospital, which has about 617 beds facility
Okay.
in that hospital. There were 4 regional hospitals established under these 2 administrations, and then 3 institutions in the hospitals were also provided. 14 district hospitals were also provided under John Dramani Mahama. 18 health sectors were provided under John Mahama, with 20 polytechnic clinics. And as I said, over 2,000 chip compounds were all established under John Mahama. So if somebody misunderstands all this, I think we can have time for me to name where all these hospitals are. So the district hospitals.
I'm sure you have all the time.
Yes, yes, I have all the time. At Fomena, in the Ashanti region, there is a hospital there. At Dodowa, there is a 120-bed facility hospital there. Kumawu, Abetifi, and others, there are hospitals there. In district hospitals, we have about 60-bed capacity at Tepa. And then in Soko, Konongo, Salaga, Pifo Prafo, Pifo Praso, and about 100-bed facility at Medina Hospital. And then Bekwai Hospital also, we try to establish it. They give them about 120-bed facilities at Bekwai Hospital. So if I'm to name most of these, a lot happened under health under John Dramani Mahama that no government in the history of Ghana can even actually compare themselves to this hospital. There was a police hospital the military hospital, all established under John Dramani Mahama. And then a lot were done in these health sectors under the government. You remember that these were all only within 4 years under John Mahama. It took only 4 years for him to do that. So this is one of the reasons why Ghanaians are calling on John Dramani Mahama to be back and then try to improve upon the health sector and the health needs of the people. Joe, there was this investment of about $264 million that John Dramani Mahama did by giving medical equipment to different hospitals nationwide. And Tamale teaching hospitals and all those hospitals were revamped, and then they got some of these facilities. So I believe a lot were done in health sector under John Dramani Mahama, and if he gets the opportunity to come back into power again, I think he's going to do a lot more to the people and then to the Ghanaian community. So is there something else you want me to?
Okay, Makion.
Yeah, Joe.
I want you to disagree or agree, and then after I'll ask you the same question too.
You know, when you ask about how many hospitals John Mahama has built, you know, he struggled and struggled and struggled and struggled. You know, eventually, when he managed to mention some of the hospitals that he claims John Mahama built, 80% of the things he said were probable lies, and I'll show you why they were lies.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, let me set this record straight to that. You know, I believe that governance is a continuum, right? So somebody starts something, if it doesn't finish, and you come and then you continue, right? And so there are so many projects that some of them were even begun under a Champon regime, under Kwame Nkrumah's regime. Some of these projects, some of them have still not finished today. And government comes, government goes, and they try to finish those projects. Now, you ask me to mention hospitals that John Mahama has built. So if you say hospital John Mahama has built, I want to understand you. You meant hospitals that were built from the vision of John Mahama himself, or hospitals he came to meet and completed. So when he said John Mahama built some hospitals, and he mentioned some hospitals, he mentioned about Fomena Hospital, Dodowa, Tepa Hospital, Nsoko, Salaga, Chifu Praso, Bekwai, Medina. He mentioned these hospitals. None of these hospitals he mentioned were built as a result of the vision of John Mahama. All the hospitals he mentioned were hospitals that are classified under what we call the Eurojet project. The Eurojet project was a project that was begun by John Agyekum Kufuor. He didn't finish. Mills came, he continued. Mahama came, he continued. Akufo-Addo came, he has continued. For some of those projects, as we speak, have still not been completed. He said that John Mahama finished Bekwai Hospital. It's not true. Bekwai Hospital was completed under Nana Akufo-Addo. If you want, I can give you reference. And so it is not true. In fact, you can just Google Akufo-Addo commissions Bekwai Hospital. Akufo-Addo completes Bekwai Hospital. You can just Google and you will see. So it is not true that the Mahama built or completed Bekwai Hospital. It's a lie. Ga East Hospital, which is Medina Hospital, it was completed under Akufo-Addo. Go to City News. You can just go to City News and type Akufo-Addo completes or commissions 100-bed Ga East Hospital in 2019. You can Google it. Anybody who is listening to us can Google it. But he says John Mahama built that. So when we say John Mahama built, what does he mean? He means that John Mahama continued what President John Agyekum Kufuor started. Or he meant that these were hospitals that were started by John Mahama and completed by John Mahama. As a matter of fact, John Mahama or the NDC cannot mention one single hospital. I mean, I'm saying it certainly here. One single hospital that was started by John Mahama and completed by John Mahama, they cannot mention a single one. You know, he mentioned the University of Ghana Health Center. That health center, I agree. It began, in fact, the current health sector as we see there was started by Jonathan Mills, not John Mahama. Yeah. Not John Mahama. So when he says, when you ask him, he should mention things John Mahama started and completed. Things that he can say that I can own completely, I can own this. I started and completed. He cannot. He cannot mention a single hospital project in the whole Ghana that in 4 years, John Mahama started this hospital himself and completed. He cannot mention a single one. A hospital that is funded by government of Ghana. Not any hospital some private agency has built. Not some hospital that some state agency has gone for loan to build. No. A hospital funded by government of Ghana.
But he just stated that how do you call it? JM built Legon Hospital.
I'm telling you, that now let me if I'm sure our listeners are listening.
Yeah, there's a lot of comment popping.
It is John Evans Atamios. That's what I'm saying. I cannot, if he says NDC, no problem. Okay. If he says NDC built or started the University of Ghana Hospital, no doubt, because the phase 1 was started and completed under NDC. I will not challenge it. Phase 2 is being built by the MPP administration. You understand? And therefore, if you ask me a simple question, he should mention hospitals John Mahama has built. So my understanding is that he will tell us that these hospitals were started by John Mahama and he completed them. He cannot mention a single one. In fact, so the point I want to come to is that under MPP government.
I'll ask you that question.
Thank you. So the hospitals he mentioned, let me tell you, he mentioned some hospitals. Let me tell you that I told that 80% of them were lies. And
80%
of what he said are not true. They are not hospitals. All the hospitals he mentioned, none of them started under an NDC administration. Notice, not even John Mahama or Walter Mills. None of them started under an NDC administration. All the hospitals he started or mentioned started under John Agyekum Kufuor. But most of the hospitals he mentioned, which he claimed John Mahama completed or built, were rather completed under Nana Akufo-Addo's administration. Yeah. And that is why I mentioned the Fomena Hospital was completed under Akufo-Addo's administration. Bekwai under Akufo-Addo's administration. Ga East, which is Medina Hospital he mentioned, it was under Akufo-Addo's administration. Salaga, in Soko, time. It was completed under Akufo-Addo's administration. Anybody who is listening to us can just Google. Akufo-Addo, just use the word Akufo-Addo completes and add the name of the hospital. Akufo-Addo commissions this hospital, and you see the year that these hospitals were commissioned or were completed. So when you say that John Mahama built these hospitals, I don't know what he means. So I'm putting this challenge to him. If he can mention one single hospital, now this hospital, it was constructed through the vision of John Mahama, and he completed it in 4 years. He cannot mention a single one. So when he sits here and says that the NDC has performed better in terms of providing health facilities, or the contribution of the NDC in the health sector cannot be unmatched by any administration, it is laughable. In fact, let me give you the statistics. In fact, when Akufo-Addo came into office, there were hospitals that were in the process of being constructed. I will not mention cheap compounds. I will not mention polytechnics. I will not mention small. I'm going to mention regional and district hospitals that we came to meet. And he said we are comparing MPP's 6 years with NDC's 4 years. No. I want to, if he likes, we can stick to Akufo-Addo's 4 years, 2016 to 2020, and John Mahama's 4 years, 2012 to 2016, and let's see. And when Akufo-Addo came into office, between 2017 and 2020, he completed the Ga East Municipal Hospital, as I mentioned. He completed the Dodowa District Hospital. He mentioned it that John Mahama built that. It was started under John Kufuor. Mahama continued. He did not finish. Akufo-Addo came, he completed it. I cannot take Mahama's credit away that he didn't do anything about Dodowa Hospital. He did his best. His best.
Okay.
So, do you want me to continue? The Wild Regional Hospital was completed under Kufuor administration. The Former Hospital under Kufuor administration. Tapa, that he mentioned, under Kufuor administration. If he says I'm lying, he should challenge me. He should bring the facts. And so that's why I told you that I even said 80%. I was being magnanimous. 90% of the hospitals he mentioned were never completed under John Mahama's administration. So ask him again. Let him tell us which hospitals were started and completed under the John Mahama administration. So as if I may continue that the things MPP administration has done.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The same question goes to you. So I want to give you like the amount of hospital under Nana Akufo-Addo.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Established here in Ghana.
I mentioned already some hospitals that were in progress, which we have completed. Let me give you some more. And after that, I'll come to hospitals that we started and we have completed. And I'm throwing a challenge to him that before we leave this studio, my friend Bongo should be able to tell us.
I want to ask this question.
Uh-huh.
I don't know, but I hasn't got the fact on that.
Yes.
The children's hospital, who built it?
Which you don't, at where?
The one in, is it in Tama or something like that? They have children's hospital, something like that in Ghana, which belongs to the government.
Oh, of course, there are a lot of children's hospitals in the country
But
that belongs to the.
Mahama time, I heard that he commissioned one hospital like that he built probably in somewhere in Accra, but I don't know which hospital was that. I'm trying to.
That is
Joe,
let him finish.
Joe, the point I am making is this: that if there was any hospital in Ghana that was commissioned as completed by John Mahama, John Mahama, never started building that hospital.
Okay.
He did not. That hospital did not come from the vision.
Yeah. What do you mean, if I understand correctly?
Yes.
That someone started, he come and
Exactly.
All right.
Or the whole idea, the thought process, did not start from John Mahama.
Okay,
Somebody thought about the idea, he starts it and doesn't complete, or he gets the funding, leave office, and somebody Mahama comes, continues, and complete it. That is fine.
Bongo, you can write what he's saying down.
I'm just writing everything.
Yeah,
don't worry. Let him
then
just go.
you debate on that, but then give me the amount of hospital that under Nana Akufo-Addo.
Okay.
Yeah, please.
So, under Akufo-Addo administration, we have begun what we call the Agenda 111.
Okay.
When we came into office, there was
someone just right here that Rich Hospital was by John.
Rich Hospital.
Yeah.
Rich Hospital expansion.
Okay.
Which hospital I'm sure was built before John Mahama himself was even born.
Oh, so it's not
Right?
that he started.
So if you do expansion, any government that comes into office does expansion, right?
Even here.
So if you do hospital expansion and you say you have built a new hospital, no. So I don't know why you want to talk about Rich. You understand? Yeah. It's important that we educate the people. That Rich Hospital predicts even this Fourth Republic, right? And so how can John Mahama claim that he built Rich Hospital? If he says he expanded facilities in Rich Hospital, that is fair, which I will not doubt. Which I will not take it away. I will take it away from John Mahama. Indeed, he made some expansion at Rich, and he's not the first president, and that is Fourth Republic to have done that expansion. You mentioned about me to tell you hospital that we have completed under Akufo-Addo's administration.
Yeah, that he started.
Okay.
From
So
scratch.
if one hospital that was started under Akufo-Addo
And where?
from scratch, I will tell you. The Central Gonja Hospital was started by Akufo-Addo and completed by Akufo-Addo.
Standard Hospital.
Yes, Central Gonja Hospital.
Okay.
You can check it.
Bongo, please. You can confirm that. Honorable Bongo.
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah, you can.
He can check it. No, beside that, the Bope Hospital, started by Akufo-Addo and completed by Akufo-Addo. Ketu South, started by Akufo-Addo, completed by Akufo-Addo.
That's 3.
Yes. And I mentioned about Agenda 111. When we were coming to office, there were a lot of noise about hospitals that John Mahama claims he has built, right? But then we were exposed by COVID. When COVID came, that's when we realized that indeed we didn't even have hospitals in Ghana. And that the hospitals we had in Ghana were woefully inadequate. We realized that there were a whopping 88 districts in Ghana, districts and municipal assemblies in Ghana who had no hospital, no government hospital in those districts, 88 of them. So what this government decided to do is that this government had decided that we cannot be in a country where a whole country, a whole district, a whole municipality has no government hospital. So government has launched this agenda 111, that we are going to build not only district hospitals for the district, but we're going to build additional regional hospitals. And
I want to ask you this question. I want to know, Rich Hospital, did Mahama collapse the whole hospital and build a new, or he just did expansion?
He did expansion. How could you have collapsed the whole Rich Hospital?
But there's someone that wrote, you said that he actually the renovation, like a whole entire.
You did a renovation. You do a renovation of a project, and you say you are building. I mean, this building that we are in. You know how many times they have been renovating this hospital, this project.
Hospital, and also Dodoma Tamale.
Which one?
Dodoma Tamale. Dodoma Tamale.
Joe, don't worry, I'll come there.
Let him say it,
Okay.
And I'll prove to you
Okay,
that it's not true.
Okay, you go on.
Yes.
Sorry.
And so, in the history of this country, we have a government that has initiated a project to build 111 hospitals. Now, as we speak, these hospitals are in progress. Some of them, or many of them, are at various levels of completion. Yeah. It is possible that before the government leaves office, some of them will be completed. I cannot sit here and tell you that we will complete all the 111 districts before we leave office. It's not possible, right? But this will tell you that even if you complete 10 of them out of the 111, it is record. That there's no government in the history of this country under this Fourth Republic that has started 10 hospitals and completed in 4 years. We don't have one. And so if you complete even 10 out of the 111 that we have initiated, it is a record that no government has ever had. And as I said earlier, if you want to mention, let me go and continue some of the ones we came to meet and we have completed.
Okay.
So
now you have given me 3 that he started from scratch, and he has built under his regime.
Yes.
So now I want to know the other ones too, which he also came and made and also completed.
Thank you very much. So hospitals that Akufo-Addo came to meet and he has completed. Chifu Praso Hospital, he has completed. You can Google it. Time Hospital, he has completed. Tepa Hospital, he has completed it. Ga East Hospital, Medina, Akufo-Addo completed it. Bekwai Municipal Hospital, Akufo-Addo completed it. Tolon District Hospital, Akufo-Addo completed it. Let me go ahead. If you want others that he has even cut short, besides the agenda 111, let me give you more. Pond Regional Hospital, Pond Hospital, Akufo-Addo, it's a 40-bed hospital. Akufo-Addo has started it. Tema Regional Hospital, Akufo-Addo has cut the sword, and as we speak, the building is in progress. Central Gonja Hospital, Akufo-Addo started and has completed it. There are others in Sola, Bamboy, and Somenya. They are ongoing under Akufo-Addo's administration. Ketu North, he has been completed under Akufo-Addo's administration. This is just to mention just a few. So if anybody sits anywhere and say that since Akufo-Addo came into office, he has abandoned projects that were begun by previous governments, it cannot be true. Because I have sat here and told you, I can mention to you projects that we came to meet in 2017, that by the time we were exiting 2020, in 4 years, we came to meet this project and we have completed them. I can give you the list of them if you have the time.
I want Honorable Bongo also to come in.
And so I have told Bongo, let him tell us hospitals that John Mahama started and has completed.
Okay.
or complained before he left office.
Yeah, I want you from the first allegation that you stated. I want you to emphasize on that, and you can also
Joe,
go on.
it's very surprising and very funny that my brother here.
Yeah, just give me 1 second.
Okay.
Yes, he mentioned the hospital.
phone number
Simple.
is right there. You can also call.
You can't mention the hospital. Just
You
mention the
also ask
hospital.
some
We know
questions to this
Nkumios.
golf party. And very soon I'm going to read all your comment. The number is right on the screen. You can also call. They are here. They will answer you. They are listening. And so very soon I'm going to read all the comment right after Honorable Moro has stated. So thank you very much for watching and keep sharing the page. Tell a friend to tell a friend we're in. The studio is hot. I can see things have been stated, have been jotting down. And then the unfair media. Don't worry, I'm going to read all the comments. Please, you can also call, yeah? That is strictly from Daddy Lumba and Tiata Mewaro Babano. Yeah, you can call now. You can also, send text message. We'll read them very soon. Honorable Bongo, please, carry on.
Joe, you know something?
Please come close to your microphone. So that,
Okay.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Good. On Tepa Hospital, as far back as May 14, 2014, then the then president, John Dramani Mahama,
Yeah.
inspected work on the 60-bed capacity hospital. It's just a 60-bed. Joe, my Ken was saying something and it's very funny. Let me give you some instances. We have where your studio is. We have a whole building that you have a space that you have a studio, right?
Yeah.
So can somebody tell you that you have not built a studio because you did not put up the building? Is it possible like that? Or is it fair to say that Joe doesn't have a studio because Joe did not build this building? It is ridiculous for my brother here to be saying these kind of things that I believe he has actually decided not to tell the truth, or he is saying it out of ignorance that he doesn't even know. Joe, how on earth? Let me give you another instance. Under John Dramani Mahama, I'm from Techiman South. Okay, so there was a divisional police station built by NDC under John Dramani Mahama in Techiman. It is situated in Techiman. What President Akufo-Addo did was, when he won power, he stopped on the commissioning of the project. He just went, put a plaque there, and it became like Akufo-Addo built the hospital because he was the one commissioning it. And that was the project the president was doing. All the projects completed by John Dramani Mahama, he was going around Ghana, commissioning it, having his name on the building, as if he built them. But he did nothing on this kind of projects. My brother here is saying John Mahama never built any hospital in Ghana. I am telling him on authority that brand new hospitals, two bigger ones were built under John Dramani Mahama from the scratch. If he doesn't know,
You can mention them, of course.
yes, of course.
You have the floor.
Ghana Teaching Hospital is 617 bed capacity, built by John Dramani Mahama.
At where?
Are you asking me?
Ghana Teaching Hospital.
Yes.
At
just,
where? People are listening.
You can just.
I don't have to. I think I'm.
University of Ghana.
University of Ghana Hospital.
Yes. The phase 1.
I'm saying that I said.
Yes.
No, Joe. I think I need to clarify.
I understand what you said.
I have never said
Yes, I
that John
understand what you
Mahama never did anything or
Yeah.
never contributed
I
to
understand
the
what you said.
building of the University of Ghana
I understand
Hospital.
you perfectly. I understand you
Yeah,
perfectly.
you.
But I'm saying that he did not initiate it.
Okay, 1 minute. Let me broadcast this quickly. Yeah, please. If you want to call, the number is 04696532299. 04696532299. 04696532299. The number is going through. Please, you can call.
So, Joe, I said that he should mention hospitals that were initiated and completed by John Mahama himself. I'm not asking about, Tepa Hospital. It was commissioned in 2020, November 2020. So the hospital was ready. It was functioning. Akufo-Addo came, sacked all the workers, asked everybody to go out of the hospital, and then he waited 2020 to 2020, after 4 years of being in office. Then he commissioned it. What are you talking about?
I'm telling you here that as far back as 2014, John Dramani Mahama inspected work.
If you are inspecting work, I'm not saying that John Mahama did not contribute to the building of.
You said another building from the scratch.
I have never said that. I have never said it here that Tepa Hospital was built from scratch.
Well, you've said your
Tepa Hospital is a project project started under John Jikum Kufuor.
Well, let me just go on.
So please,
I am saying
get your facts.
Here on authority.
Yes.
When you go to Tamale, the Tamale Teaching Hospital, John Dramani Mahama built a brand new hospital situated in the Tamale Teaching Hospital.
Okay.
Let's build a hospital in the hospital.
Yes, that is why I just told you.
People are listening to you.
Yes.
Honorable Makion, please let's give him the platform so that he can state
sorry
his.
for interrupting. Sorry.
Joe, let me just go back to what I said. You have a studio built by yourself, right?
Yes.
Can somebody tell you that because you did not put up this building, you did not build a studio in the building? Do you understand my question?
Not really. Please come again.
There is a whole building of about maybe 100 rooms in the building.
Yes.
Situated at Olar here.
Yes.
And you have your studio built in one of the buildings.
Yes.
Is it fair for somebody to tell you that because you did not put up the 100 rooms, you did not build a studio?
No.
No, that is the point.
Yeah.
So we have the Tamale Teaching Hospital already there. And when somebody builds over 800 bed capacity facility in that hospital, is it built or it's not built?
It's built.
So what is Makion saying here? You know, Joe.
So from what he's saying, Kufuor can say that he built the Konfano Teaching Hospital, right? No. Because when under Kufuor, Konfano Teaching Hospital was expanded for the first time. We had a hospital that has helipad. And under Kufuor, so Kufuor would say that he built Konfano Teaching Hospital.
Yes, because he built that. That is
come on. See, we can say that Kufuor indeed contributed to the expansion. He has done project at Konfano Teaching Hospital.
What does building and expansion?
Right.
Okay, I want to ask this question.
I'm saying that a project that has come out of the vision.
My brother,
the vision. John Mahama is visionless. That's the point I want to establish to you. John Mahama is visionless. He has no vision of his own. The best that John Mahama can do is that when he comes, somebody has started something, he continues. And whatever John Mahama starts, he's not anybody who can start anything and finish.
Okay, Honorable Makion,
that's
please.
the point I want to make to you.
Can I finish?
Honorable, let's. I want Honorable Bongo to state his first, please. So let's give him the platform, please. Please.
And aside these two hospitals that I just said, there were brand new 4 regional hospitals.
Okay.
Which is 480 bed capacity at Ridge Hospital expansion. It was an expansion. Then he built a brand new facility there, which is 420 capacity. 250 bed at Ashanti region, which is in Sewua in Kumasi.
Sewua
or something like that.
Sewua is still ongoing. It's not completed.
Oh, my brother.
No, let him finish. After I will let you come in.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
295 bed at Bolga Regional Hospital, and then 160 bed at Upper West. You know, Joe, all these kind of hospitals that I'm saying, look at the bed facility. You cannot compare 60 and 20 to 400 or 800. It is ridiculous. I can name and name. And then my brother Makion was just mentioning Agenda 111 or whatever. Joe.
Yes, I'm here.
When President Akufo-Addo initiated Agenda 111, he said he was going to finish Agenda 111 in 12 months. I did not put a gun on the president's head to say that. He promised Ghanaians to build 111 hospitals in 12 months. And then when the 12 months elapsed and Ghanaians asked him, Mr. President, where is the hospital? Then he started to say, oh, they are under construction. He said that. And do you know one thing? The president and Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, NPP government, they have even forgotten that in 2016, on page 119 of the 2016 NPP's manifesto, they had already promised to build hospitals in regional capitals where hospitals do not exist. He forgot that. On page 119 of NPP 2016 manifesto, it was there. And the president was just forgetting about what he has already promised and then promising again.
You said page what?
119.
Of which
2016 NPP's manifesto. Okay, you can just cross check. Anybody can just cross check.
Go ahead.
Honorable Bongo, please carry on.
Yes. The president forgot all these kind of things. And you know, as I said, NPP government, they are good at giving promises and then telling lies. Just giving promises and telling lies, giving promises and telling lies. How many? Ask Makion. Agenda 111. How many of the hospitals has been completed by now? Now, as we are speaking. Now.
But I want you to debate what he was saying, and also give me the fact of the one that under Atamil's
Yes.
regime,
You mean John Mahama?
he came and initiated and completed them.
That is what I've just given you two brand new hospitals.
Okay, two
Which
brand
ones
new
did you
hospital.
I said the Legon one. I just said
Legon Hospital.
You know my brother.
It was no. Are you saying?
Don't be confused.
Okay, you finish.
Don't be
Finish.
confused. Joe, I don't want to be repeating myself.
Finish.
You know,
Okay.
when the phase 1 of that hospital was built, it was so huge that NPP people said it was a Photoshop. That is what NPP people said, that Legon Hospital in that NDC's green book or whatever was a Photoshop. Until when COVID came and some of the ministers started getting COVID, and then they sent them there.
Okay.
And then they started saying, oh, really, the hospital exists. Meanwhile, before they were saying it's just a Photoshop. Because they were surprised that your mama put in over $2 billion in health and infrastructure in Ghana. They were surprised. They didn't even know. You know? And he is saying, Mama didn't build any hospital anywhere. Let me go to district hospitals. 120 bed at Dodowa and Fomena, Kumawu, Abetifi, among others. And this, my brother, is saying that your mama didn't do what? 6 district hospitals completed, built and completed, not just ongoing. What is
Which hospital did he complete? Mention. He
Chifo Praso.
Chifu Prato.
Yes.
The mama started and completed.
Yes.
Where is your evidence?
What are you talking
What
about?
evidence? No, when I speak, I tell our listeners that Google it.
You can
Tell
just
us.
Google it. You
See,
can just Google
I'm
it.
telling you that. Don't go hospital.
Please, read this in this headline for me, Joe.
Read.
And then just mention the dates and then go down. You see whatever I'm saying, if I'm telling lies.
Go
read
ahead.
Okay. Mahama infrastructure in the health sector in modern, much less in the history of Ghana.
This is somebody sitting somewhere and writing some statement and putting on online, and that's your source.
What do you mean by that?
That is your source. Mention any credible media outlet in Ghana.
What do you mean by credible media outlet?
No.
What do you mean by credible media
As
outlet?
I sit here, I can write a story in that 50 hospitals built under Kufuor and mention hospitals in Ghana and say the Kufuor started and
So you are telling me that modern Ghana is not credible?
Who is the author of this story?
Brother, what are you trying to mean?
Who is the author of this story?
If we are going by that,
That's what I'm proving to you. I'm telling you.
This actually is it was authored by Modern Ghana.
No, it's on Morning Ghana. Modern Ghana today, as you sit here,
Yo, don't mind
I can
me,
write
no,
right now.
because
Modern
he's
Ghana will publish.
confused. He's
Who
confused.
is the author of this story?
And the things that you were reading, who are the authors?
By Anthony Obeng Afreni.
Well, working from where?
What do you mean by working from where?
Check. You will see.
What is
who he
Makion
is.
trying to mean here?
You see who he is.
Joe, don't mind him.
See, I am putting it to my brother Bongo. He cannot mention a single hospital. That, let me tell you, I admit, I cannot say the mama did not start any hospital in Ghana. I will be a liar.
Yeah.
I cannot say that. There are hospitals John Mahama started. What I'm saying is that there is not a single hospital John Mahama started and completed. The current hospital that Kufuor has started, there are many of them, as I mentioned, Agenda 111. He will not be able to finish most of them.
None.
You understand? He will not finish most of them. The next government, the next MPP government, in 2024, when we come to office in 2025, we will continue. When we don't finish, next government will continue. So the point I am making is that my brother Bongo here cannot mention a single hospital. When he mentions it, he should give us, as he show you to read, he should tell us when the hospital was started and how and when it was commissioned. Let him tell us. Let him mention a single hospital. That this hospital was started by John Mahama and completed by John Mahama. He mentioned University of Ghana Hospital. It was started by John Atamos. Are you doubting it? Are you going to challenge that? Are you going to challenge that? Are you going to challenge the fact that John Mahama, John Mays, started University of Ghana Hospital?
But I just sat here and said that we cannot compare only just 4 years.
No.
Mahama
I'm saying that.
6 or 7 years.
Oh, I'm
Joe,
saying that.
say
Listen.
Yeah.
I am saying that he cannot mention. If you want to mention hospital that others started and we completed, every political party can mention. right? That
So
that is no brainer.
Are you here telling me that
You understand?
under Akufo-Addo,
That is
he
no
used 4
brainer.
years to build over 800 bed capacity?
I have not said that.
Because they were building just
I
600
mentioned 3 hospitals at least.
What is the capacity
Huh?
of the bed?
It doesn't matter the capacity.
Why
I said
does
that.
it matter? It matters because
I said that Akufo-Addo has started hospitals, and he has completed, right?
Yeah, and also
I
the
am-
fact of the hospitals
And
that
also,
he has built.
and also, there were others that were ongoing before he came, which he has completed.
Yeah.
And there are others he has also started, many of which he will not complete. Others will come and continue.
Yeah.
I am putting it to him that John Mahama cannot mention a single hospital. It's so unfortunate that today our discussion has been limited to hospital. I'm sure next week we'll continue this discussion. That he should mention a single hospital that was built from the vision of John Mahama from scratch to finish. He cannot mention a single one.
I just sat here and gave you some.
Which
Then you are
one?
telling me that
Which
you
one?
cannot do it.
Mention and let me prove you wrong. Mention.
Joe, is Makio not
Mention
listening
one.
or what?
Mention. I said mention one.
I
You
just told
mentioned.
you the-
You mentioned. You mentioned. University of Ghana Hospital.
Yes.
And I'm telling you that it was not John Mahama who started it. If you say NDC started, no problem. But I'm saying John Mahama, Atamil started it.
Joe.
Okay, wait. Let me ask this question. Honorable Bongo,
Yes.
clearly, I want to state it clearly that under Mahama regime, right? I want to give me maybe like specifically the amount of hospital he started
And completed.
and completed
He
it.
can't mention one.
No. I can't say he cannot mention one. You stated it, but I don't want that he started or not. So I wanted to break it down so that I understand, the listeners' sake also understand, and probably also
You mention
Your-
and you prove it.
your
Or,
party
or I
coming
disprove
also
it.
understand.
Joe, if I sit here and say 10 or 20,
Mention one.
it doesn't matter what I want.
Yes.
Even his one he has built.
I said only
Yeah.
one.
I
Mention
have
only
just-
one.
what do you mean by mentioning one?
One.
I just sat here and gave
Which
you-
one?
Makio.
You mentioned University of Ghana Hospital, and,
Honorable
and I've
Makio.
told you
Honorable
that it
Makio.
was not started by Jonathan Mills. It was
Honorable
not started by
Makio,
Mahama.
wait.
And
It
then
was, it was
teaching
at
hospital,
Mills.
Honorable Makio, just give him the platform,
Joe, I'm
please.
just confused about the whole debate that we are doing here.
Yeah.
I have said it here and time again that
No, you
when
mentioned.
there is a Tamale teaching hospital.
Yeah, you mentioned
and
so many of
Mahama
them.
Go there and construct
And
over
expand.
800.
Yeah.
Expand or construct.
Every
or whatever.
government does that.
Are you telling me that he did not do that?
No, I agree with you.
Don't even get it.
Yes.
But
So what is the point?
yeah, what I want to say is that
I am
want.
telling you that over 2,000 chip compounds were built by Mahama. And
Okay, was built from
Yes,
scratch by
yes,
Mahama.
yes.
About 2,000
Okay, then.
compounds.
Yes.
All
That's
right.
not true.
Why?
If I mention chip compounds MPP has built from 2017 to 2020, I can give you specific names. Let me give you specific location of hospital of
But-
chip compounds MPP has built. You cannot.
Do
I'm
it
getting-
and let's see.
You cannot.
Do it
I'm
and
getting
let's see.
comment. I'm getting comment from here. They say bank holiday. I don't know what is that. Is it a hospital?
Bank Hospital.
No, bank holiday.
Wait,
Bank. Is it bank?
Bank of Ghana Hospital.
Bank of Ghana Hospital.
Yeah, I don't know. Aja, what do you mean? What do you mean about? Okay, wait. Someone is
Hospital,
calling
no,
in.
Medina Hospital has 100 bed capacity.
It was not completed by John Mahama.
Okay,
Oh,
okay,
my brother.
okay. Please, we have a caller. Let's listen to what the caller is saying. Hello, caller.
The bank hospital. The bank
Hello,
hospital
caller.
is built
Hello,
by
caller.
John Mahama.
He said
Hello,
Bank
caller.
Hospital.
Hello, caller.
The bank hospital is the John Mahama legacy. The bank hospital.
Hello, caller. Hello.
The bank hospital.
Bank of
is
He
the
said
John
Bank
Mahama
Hospital. Yeah, we know. We know.
Bank
We know,
of-
we
Yeah,
know what the-
yeah, no problem. But hello, caller.
Hello.
Yeah,
Hello.
you call. You have to tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Hello. I'm calling from Denmark. From Finland. Sorry.
Okay.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear. And what is your name?
The bank hospital was started and finished by John Mahama.
Okay. What the caller said is not factually correct.
Why?
So you see, I have here, Joe. This is the keynote address. As you can see, the keynote address when the Bank Hospital, the Bank of Ghana Hospital was being commissioned, and they tell about the history of how that hospital was built. And with your permission, I can read for you.
Okay.
To tell my
Joe,
sister Adjoa.
Joe,
No,
Joe,
this is Bank of Ghana.
Makion is confused with
No,
a lot of things
no,
here.
this is Bank of Ghana. See, I don't talk. I just see. I don't come and sit
Oh,
here
Bongo,
and
let's
confuse
just
and
read.
confuse our
Let's
listeners.
just read. Then after you come in, please.
Now,
read.
the fact is that nobody can discount
You can put it this way so that you can talk to
the
the microphone.
contribution of John Mahama in the construction of the Bank of Ghana Hospital. Nobody can discount that. Nobody can discount the contribution of Kufuor, Atta Mills, and including Akufo-Addo in the construction of the Bank of Ghana Hospital.
So indirectly, you want to tell me that it is an initiative.
In fact, the bank was completed in 2021. The Bank of Ghana Hospital was completed in the year 2021. And let me give you the history. I mean, our people are listening. This is, see, I'm not quoting, this is official. Bank of Ghana. My friend is sitting here. If I'm lying, he can tell audience I'm lying.
Please, can you confirm that this is official?
This is from Bank of Ghana. Can he say?
It's from Bank of Ghana. But what I'm telling Makion here, that Makion should understand something.
Okay.
Bank of Ghana initiates to build a hospital.
Yeah.
And then John Mahama comes to power and build the hospital.
I am saying
So
that
why you
John
saying
Mahama
the
contributed to the building of the hospital.
What kind of argument
But
is
the hospital was not completed under John Mahama. When Akufo-Addo came into office in 2017, he also continued where John Mahama had reached until the hospital was completed and commissioned in 2021.
Under Akufo-Addo.
Under Akufo-Addo, July 8th. This is the document. He's sitting here watching it. If I'm lying, he can say it. So that's I just want to tell our sister that indeed, for me, I cannot sit here and discount contribution of people in projects. I don't do that.
Yeah.
You give credit where the credit is due. But the simple thing we are asking our friend Bongo is to mention one single hospital that was started by John Mahama
finished by
and completed by John Mahama. Not where there's hospital, you go and expand it. No. Brand new. Like something that never existed anywhere.
Okay.
From your own vision.
What does it mean
All right.
by that?
I want you to I want you to disagree or agree on what the hospital built by Nana Akufo-Addo and also finished by Akufo-Addo. He said you jot them down, right?
Yes.
I want you to
cannot
whether you
tell him,
agree
he knows.
or you
I
disagree.
am here telling Makion on authority
That
you can never compare a 20-bed facility to 800-bed facility. That is totally, you can never compare that. You
Okay.
can never
Even
compare
10 bed,
Tico.
he
Ma-
couldn't
Honorable-
stand
Honorable,
complete.
wait.
You can never compare a Tico car to Lamborghini. It's practically impossible.
Absolutely.
So if Mahama is building the bigger hospitals that accommodates the biggest hospital in the whole of West Africa, built by Mahama, you cannot compare a hospital built at maybe Aurora of maybe 16-bed capacity by Akufo-Addo to John Dramani Mahama. It's practically
So
impossible.
indirectly, you want to tell me that all the hospital that he has commissioned, which is his build, is just something small.
In NDC, we call them cheap compounds. And
Cheap
they decided
compounds.
to call them hospitals.
Okay.
See, you know.
So these are not hospitals.
Joe.
And that is something Makion needs to understand.
Joe,
Yes.
the point is that
Yeah.
see, I appreciate my brother. His struggle is real. You know, the struggle is really real. You know, I don't want to be in his shoes one bit. Let me tell you, to be an NDC communicator, it's a difficult job. It's a very difficult job. A simple question, as mentioned, even if it's 5-bed hospital, we know to call a facility, a health facility, a hospital in Ghana.
You have to have more than 5
Yeah,
beds.
there should be a criteria
Yeah.
to
that
call it
was-
a district hospital or regional hospital.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So he should mention a single hospital which was started through the initiative, through the vision of John Mahama, and he completed.
It's either he is not listening or he has decided not to listen.
I'm not telling him.
I want him to disagree on all the hospital Akufo-Addo have built, whether it's true
He
or
cannot
not.
disguise
It is not
disagree.
true because Nana can never say he has built any hospital in Ghana.
Okay, give me your facts.
What I told you that
Yeah.
these were projects undertaken by NDC, and when Nana came, he
And
just went
he
to commission them. When his
commissioned
name on
them.
That is what I just said.
Okay.
So he did not build them.
Honorable
And
Michael.
Like,
even
so
you-
mention a hospital that I said Akufo-Addo started and completed.
I've
that you
just
are
said
challenging.
the Tepa Hospital. Even Mahama was inspecting the project in
I have
2014.
never said it. Let me repeat myself here. I have never said it in this studio that Akufo-Addo started Tepa Hospital. I have never said
Then
it here.
what hospital did
I said. So now he's asking me.
Yes,
you want me to go back? You
yeah,
said
yes,
I
yeah.
thought you were jotting them down. See,
I've got everything.
I
have
said
everything here.
that he mentioned earlier that John Mahama completed Tepa Hospital, and I said it's not true. That Tepa Hospital even predates John Mahama. It predates John Mills. Tepa Hospital is an Aerojet project, began under John Kufuor. He left office in 2008. So January 2009, he left office. John Mills came from 2009 to 2012 until he died. He couldn't complete. John Mahama came, did not complete. Akufo-Addo then came in 2017 and completed Tepa Hospital in 2020. and commission it, and now it is operating. So you telling me that your mama went to inspect an ongoing project that was started under Akufo under John Kufuor means that he has completed a hospital? It's ridiculous.
Okay.
You know, I have mentioned hospitals that were ongoing, that were in progress, that Akufo-Addo has completed. So nobody should sit anywhere and say that Akufo-Addo government came. So when Nana launched the Agenda 111, one of the things people said was that, oh, Akufo-Addo has abandoned ongoing hospitals and now he wants to build his own hospitals so that he can take credit for them. And I'm saying that's not true. And I've mentioned at least over 10 hospitals that Akufo-Addo came to meet. Some of them actually were started by John Mahama. I must admit, John Mahama started some hospitals. But the point that I'm throwing to my brother is that he cannot mention a single hospital, as Akufo-Addo has done, start a hospital and complete. He cannot mention a single one that was begun through the vision, through the initiative, something that never existed. He started it and completed it, was operating before John Mahama left office. He cannot mention a single one. If he was able to mention a single one, for me, I'll eat humble cake and I'll apologize to our audience. But he cannot.
Honorable, do you disagree or agree?
Totally.
You have
Okay.
to mention that hospital that John Mahama
Honorable
started fresh. Not that the hospital was there and you go and add maybe 5,000 beds. No. Or add 200,000 beds. No.
Joe.
Okay.
Joe.
Yeah.
I don't know how to convince my brother here
Yes.
Mention one.
Believe it.
Just one.
how governance work. He even started by saying governance is a continued project and the blah.
Yeah.
But he at the same time does not even understand how governance works.
Yeah.
You know, I am here telling him that Nana-Addo can never ever say he started a hospital and completed them,
Wow.
because he only goes around commissioning them. The only hospital Nana-Addo intends building is the Agenda 111 that he has not even completed single one. That is what I'm just saying.
Joe.
Here. And let me finish.
Joe.
Let me finish.
Joe.
Let me just finish. Makion, please.
He said
Let me just
Akufo-Addo has
finish.
not started any hospital, which he has completed. I'm going to prove to him that what he said
Okay,
is
wait.
wrong.
Let me.
Let me prove to you.
I think this comment is very important. From listener, Regional Hospital by John Mahama, 1.420 bed Ridge Hospital capacity expansion. Yeah.
Don't confuse yourself.
Project 2.250 bed Ashanti Region Hospital in Sewa in
is ongoing.
Kumasi.
It's in progress.
Uh,
So I'm not even finished.
3.95 bed in Bolgatanga. Hey, is it Bolgatanga? No. Sorry. Is it? How can I pronounce this? Is it Bolgatanga? Yeah, Bolgatanga. Yeah, I'm right. Yeah, Regional Hospital 4.106 bed. Upper Regional Hospital. They are all built by John Mahama.
See, I've said that, Joe. If you want to mention hospitals that were already in progress and John Mahama completed, he can get something to mention, right? Any government, any lazy person can get something to mention. I am saying. Now he has asked me. He is telling that there's no hospital that Akufo-Addo started and completed.
Okay.
And that Akufo-Addo was commissioning hospitals that were operating. Akufo-Addo comes into office, sack the people from the hospital. He holds the operation of the hospital, and now everybody gets out of the hospital. All the machines are taken out of the hospitals. Then Akufo-Addo goes about commissioning them. That's what they're making.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
have given you that
Honorable
one
Bongo,
scenario.
Honorable Makion, let's move to the next questions. I want to know that why nurses and doctors are going strike in Ghana, because if this health organization or this health sector is good, by this both party in the administration during that time of Mahama and this now Akufo-Addo, because now I'll ask Honorable Makion that how is the Ghana healthcare sector is going on right now, especially at 37 hospital, and it's 37 military hospital. That's how they call it, right? And Colombo and all that. Because there are so many videos going around that people are lying down on the floor. Is it going to be any expansion? And also in Muhammad time, how was it? I want to say this both time how it was in Kolobeng and 37 Military Hospital, because I think it looked like people were saying that in Muhammad time. I'm not saying I quote. People were saying that in Muhammad time, 37 Regional Hospital and Kolobeng was good. The people, you will not come there, you will not have a bed to lie on. But now in the Kufuor regime, people go there, they don't have bed to lay. You have to pay some money before you can get it. I'm just saying, I'm quoting.
Okay. I get you.
Please don't get me wrong.
I get you.
Yeah.
I get you.
So
now, before I respond to that,
okay,
let me set this record straight.
okay,
Now, this is from the presidency, the Republic of Ghana, published by the presidency. Other media outlets also published it. President Akufo-Addo commissions 85-bed Central Gonja Hospital. Now let me read for you. The President of the Republic of Ghana, Nana Akufo-Addo, on Sunday, 11th July 2021, commissioned the 85-bed Central Gonja Hospital, located in Bope, in the Savannah region. At the start of his 2-day tour of the region, the Bope Hospital, whose construction began in 2018, is one of the 6 medical installations for which government secured an 80 million euro facility from Raiffeisen Bank of Austria. Now let me mention the hospitals that have been built with this money, completed. Somanya, Sola, in fact, John Mahama's home region, his own district, Bamboy. We have built a hospital there, Kufuor. Tolon and Ketunov. All these hospitals were started and have been completed.
Scratch from
scratch.
Okay.
Under Kufuor.
Disagree or agree?
Totally disagree, Joe. You know,
all right, I'll let you chip in.
Now let me respond to your issue.
Yes.
You know, issues of strikes, health sector strikes are common. Even in Europe, if you go to UK right now, health workers have been on strike, asking for better conditions of service, and stuff like that. It's something that happens. Every administration suffers it, right? But you mentioned something that is very, very, instructive. That people are saying that if you go to Rage, there are no hospital beds.
Yeah, there's no beds
for people in Rage Hospital. My brother was sitting here telling me that John Mahama's biggest achievement was the expansion of the Rage Hospital, and that this is unprecedented in his own words. No government has done better than John Mahama in that respect. So we don't have enough hospital beds. I'm not saying this to discount the contribution of John Mahama to the Rage Hospital. No.
Yes.
But this tells you that indeed, as a country, we have infrastructure deficit as far as our health sector is concerned. And that is why Akufo-Addo has started, and is in progress to produce 111 brand new hospitals. Not expansion of other hospitals.
Is it ongoing or it's
they are ongoing?
Ongoing. Okay.
Ongoing.
All right.
I believe that before we leave office in 2024, January, we leave office in 2025 January, some of these hospitals would have been completed. Right. Unlike John Mahama, where people go on strike, and he says that he's a dead goat. You remember that statement, that dead goat syndrome, that Mahama was being referred to as a dead goat. You know how it came about? It was health workers going on strike. And John Mahama says that, you know what? You can go on strike for all I care. I'm a dead goat. I don't care. You can go and sit home. Let patients die in hospitals. I don't care. I am a dead goat.
He stated that.
This is what John Mahama, my friend cannot dispute it.
It's on record. Bongo, Mr. Bongo.
Okay, yeah.
Disagree or agree?
I don't even know what he's talking of.
It wasn't true.
No, he's saying that John Mahama did not say that he's a dead goat in relation to a health worker strike. He's saying that it's not true. He has no idea. He is not just a mean. He's not just a first vice chairman of NDC in Finland. My brother, as he said, he's a big man. He's a very, very big man. He is a former constituency, in fact, a member of parliament. He aspired to be a member of parliament. He wanted to be a candidate for his party in Ghana to be an MP. So if he sits here and tells me that he is unaware of Mahama saying that he has a dead goat syndrome and that he's made this statement in relation to head workers strike, people are listening. As a matter of fact, on March 2020, let me tell you what the man said. Sorry, 10th December 2022. He said that, you can check on Joy. He said that I was frustrated when I referred to myself as a dead goat. This is Joy. You can check Graphic. Just Google it. Graphic is the most authoritative newspaper in Ghana.
Yes.
The one said that he has the dead goat syndrome because he doesn't care whether head workers will go on strike or not. He doesn't care. So when this person today tells Ghanaians that we should give an opportunity to come again and do what? And do what in our health sector? To tell striking health workers to go to hell and that he's a dead goat. So governance is not a joke. We need a president who is focused, a president who is determined, a president who is willing to develop Ghana, a president who is compassionate to the plight of patients, a president who is compassionate to workers, health workers in particular, because the service they provide is very sensitive. So if you tell health workers that you don't care about the strike, they can go to hell and that you are a dead goat. And today, you are asking Ghanaians that we should give you another opportunity to come back. A president who lost with a whopping 1 million votes. Second time, 500,000 votes.
We are not on that. Arobongo. Please come in. I want you to also heat up. It's like you're relaxing for me.
No, I think Makion is frustrated a bit, and he's finding it very, very difficult.
Okay.
Into actually defending the NPP government in this current era.
Yeah.
Ghana is very hot now. Ghanaians are.
What do you think about this Akufo-Addo administration right now about Ghana health situation? Because if you look in the social media, it's like a lot of people has already given up on the health sector because, I quote, not from me, but from them. I want your opinion, and also you can criticize or you can contribute. So, what do you think about 33? Yeah, 37 Kolobu. Yeah.
When Mahama, a visionary leader,
okay,
builds or puts up the biggest facility in Africa or West Africa hospital.
Yeah.
He leaves office for 7 years, and you don't even add one single bed. One.
Yeah.
And then Ghanaians go to that hospital and they don't find beds to be on. Then you go back to blame Mahama that Mahama said he built the biggest hospital. What do you mean by that?
Okay.
Because the population of the country is increasing.
Yeah.
And as a government, you are now into government in about 7 years. You need to be putting up the system to make sure that the healthcare of the Ghanaians are well equipped. That is
and
how
secure
it's
too.
Yeah, so you cannot be telling that Mahama said they built the hospital and it's so huge, so why are people not getting beds to be on? Ask him what was the voter population in Ghana as far back as 2012 when Mahama was the president. And what is the Ghanaian
Mahama left
population?
office 2016, 2017 for the record.
Yes, 2017. Yes. And what is the population of Ghana?
Tell us how has Ghana
increased? If Ghana, the population of Ghana is even
2017
increasing by 10% margin.
It's not possible. See, it's not possible for Ghana's population to increase by 10%.
I said
if you are quoting statistics, be close to something that can be real.
4%. It's normal, right?
Right. So tell me,
what
what has
so
the,
if the population is increasing by,
no Accra population? Which
we are not talking only about Accra.
Oh, they are talking wages in Accra.
No,
right?
no.
See,
That is
I'm
where
not
they get
sure.
confused.
I'm not sure that people in Tamale are complaining about not having access to Rage Hospital. No.
Joe.
So. I mean, why are you
Let
struggling?
me advise Makion on something.
Why are you
when you go
struggling?
to Ghana, and you have a kidney problem,
Mm-hmm.
and you live in Wenchi, the only hospital you can get that healthcare you need is to come to Accra.
Yeah.
He doesn't even know.
I have not said that.
Yes, but that is what I'm telling you. It's the problem of Ghana.
And what you are saying, it is not true that it is only in Accra that where if you have a health kidney problem, you can go to. That is a lie, and he knows it. From what he has said, he is saying that if you have a kidney problem, you cannot go to Confirmation Teaching Hospital. This is laughable. This is what he's saying. So see, you don't just sit here and say things and think that you just say it and then it goes like that.
Joe,
please go ahead.
Please.
I'll beg Makion to just listen to me and then let me flow.
Please flow. But if
Please.
you like, if you say something like it's not true,
Makion,
we
please.
will have to set the record straight.
Please, I want you to flow, please. Yeah, please.
I've told you.
Yeah.
I am from Techiman in the Bono East region,
Yes.
and to get dialysis in Techiman is practically impossible.
That's
Okay.
possible. That what the government saying could be true.
And when you go to Confirmation Teaching Hospital, maybe Kumasi or whatever, they have only maybe 20 beds for people who are coming for dialysis, and the only place you go is Accra. My brother, I have a man here. He's actually in Finland here. He's from Techiman. He was a former assembly member. He's called Mr. Boama. And I think he lives somewhere in Kaukalat or something like that. We can just go to him and ask him. The only place you could access a dialysis is to come to Accra. So if the facility in Accra, the government is failing to equip that facility, it is affecting the population of Ghana in general.
Okay.
So these are things we need the NPP government to be focusing on. Other than just saying, I have built 20-bed facility in some countryside village, and he said, you're expanding hospitals. Then Makion was just quoting figures from the presidency. You know, NPP is a very, very funny party, and when they came to government, they even established a project tracker that when you mention or you input the region that you are from, they will track all the projects in that region, and it ended up that almost 90% of all the projects didn't exist, and they were fake. At the commissioner of that project, that was when Baumia was saying that he have built toilets.
Joe, from what he said, when I spoke, I mentioned that I was mentioning the website of the presidency, and I said that other media outlets also carry the story. This is pause. This is not presidency. Pause.
And now,
Read.
Joe.
President
Can
Akufo-Addo,
I finish?
please, Joe, can you read for your audience?
All right. Just to be fair.
So that he's saying that. See, let's be on track. Please, what does he say? This is not from presidency. This is from pause. What does he say?
Okay, saying that President Akufo-Addo commissioned 85 bed in Gunja District Hospital.
Thank you.
Joe, you don't just read.
Joe.
You don't just read
Joe,
headlines of
Joe,
things.
when I read from
Let me just finish.
no,
Let
wait,
me just
just a second.
Let me just finish.
Please, let me tell you.
Makion is
When
not
I
letting me
read from the presidency, I didn't just read headlines. I read and gave you background, how the funding was even sourced, how many years it took to complete the hospital. I mentioned all that in the statement.
Joe,
Yes.
And I
Joe,
said that he may challenge the issue that I'm quoting the presidency. And I said further that the story was carried by other media outlets.
Media
And now
outlets.
he is saying that the presidency cannot be trusted. And that's why I have to
Okay,
they need to give you the other source.
I want Bongo to finish his
Joe.
stay. Yeah, please carry on.
These are funny things that Makion is giving you to read.
All right.
When the news came that at the backyard of the president, they were doing galamsey.
Oh,
The
now-
president, let me just
please.
the presidency
Can we let me say later. Can we focus on the health?
Yes, I'm giving
you are
the
digressing.
scenario. Let me just finish. The presidency organized the whole media in Ghana, put them in one bus, and send them to a wrong location. That is the mandate that NPP government is doing. Do you know what they do? When they intend to give out false news, they buy what we call the rented press, and then they have started giving the same information the presidency is giving, and that is what they are doing now. So if the presidency comes and tells that,
Ghana today.
please, but you
Carry
were
the
just here
story.
telling me that we cannot trust.
Let
this
them
kind of-
finish, please.
Is it not the same person who said we cannot trust this website?
This is not anything written by anybody and say that list of.
Just read it. Let's just read it. I will just give you the time. Read whatever is written here. Read it.
Okay.
Let him just read everything.
President Akufo-Addo has commissioned the 85-bed Central Gonja these hospitals in Bope, in the Savannah region on Sunday.
Close to the mic, please.
On Sunday. The construction of the Bope Hospital, which began in 2018, is one of the 6 medical facilities for which the government secured an 80 million facility from the from the Raiffeisen Bank of Austria. In addition to 5 others in Somenya, Sola, Bamboy, Tolon, and Getinov. The hospital is constructed by Vamed Engineering, which is from Austria. An Austrian engineering company was responsible for constructing this hospital. Do you want me to continue?
Yes, continue everything.
No,
just go on.
Go on to what?
Just read everything. I am telling you that this story came from the presidency, and then they gave it to these media houses.
Look at you.
What are you telling me?
Look at you. So
Okay,
when when the hospital, do you want a video? Should I give you a video? No, do you want a video? No, do you want a video?
Listen to me. I have sat here, told you what President Akufo-Addo is just doing is going around commissioning projects done by NDC and putting his flag on it.
Now that I want to give him video, now he's saying that this was
video of what?
Of commissioning.
And I've given you that is what I'm giving you that.
Makio, if I understand what Honorable Bongo is saying, he said that all these commission that Nana Akufo-Addo, His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo has been doing is a project that has been done by NDC.
By NDC.
And he
Let him give us. See, I'm sitting here.
Hey,
I'm not going to interrupt him.
Yes.
Let him tell us how NDC started this project. Let him tell us.
Okay, please.
My brother.
This question by answering. So
Tell us how NDC started this project. Tell us.
You know, next time when we are coming here, okay, and you think we are going to be doing this kind of things, you tell us before, then I come here to give him this kind of statistics. Now, let me just finish. I have been here, and I've told you and Michael and our listeners and those watching us that there is a police division in my town, Techiman, built by the then constituency secretary of NDC, completed everything, but the president, Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, stopped them, and he came to commission it now. When you go, his plaque is on it that he built that building. I've given you all these kind of scenarios. What do you want me to say again?
See, these are the things you say, and you force me to interject. See, that a private person, and NDC.
It was a government project.
You said NDC secretary.
No, I said a government project being done by the contractor was the NDC secretary in Techiman South.
Government project, right?
Yes.
Okay, and then what?
And then when they completed it, and President Akufo-Addo became the president, he won the presidency. He stopped the commissioning, then he went to commission it.
See, when you say you have completed a project, wait. Listen.
Now, when you go on that building, you have the President Akufo-Addo's name on that building, into making people into believing that he built it. But meanwhile, he did nothing on it.
If the building was completed under John Mahama, what prevented John Mahama from commissioning it and putting the plaque that completed or commissioned by John Mahama?
Master President commissioned 20 bedroom.
He stated that I wanted to disagree or agree. He said that all the commission that the Akufo-Addo has been doing, it was something that Mohammed started. John Mahama started.
Completed them.
And he came and completed and commissioned.
I have told you.
I know you said it. I know. You explained and you're giving the.
I have told you and I've given facts. For me, I just don't say things and let it hang in. Right.
What kind of
we have a lot of intelligent people listening to us.
Very.
That we cannot take their intelligence for granted.
Yeah.
Right. And that is why, for me, I respect your audience.
Yeah.
Right. So when we speak as people who communicate for our party, we should be factual.
Absolutely.
And have at the back of our mind that people who are probably more enlightened than us are listening.
Okay.
Right. No, I have said that all the projects he mentioned initially, if I should repeat, wait, I'm coming. Just a moment. Yes. Okay. The hospitals he mentioned, like Formina, like Tepa, Nsoko, Salaga, Chifu Praso, Bekwai, Medina, right? Mahama did something about these projects, no doubt.
Okay.
But these projects started before Mahama or even at Tamils came into office. But I am telling you,
On whose administration the project started from?
John, President Kufuor's time.
President Kufuor time. Okay.
And 90% of these projects that he himself mentioned, attributing it to John Mahama, were completed by Akufo-Addo. Right?
Okay.
And I have told your listeners that I'm not going to give them a lot of work. No, I'm sure most of your listeners, they are listening via online, so they have internet.
Yeah.
A simple Google. Tepa Hospital, commissioned or completed by Akufo-Addo in 2020.
Yeah.
So John Mahama finished. John Mahama finished Tepa Hospital in 2016.
Yeah.
Was in operation. Akufo-Addo comes to office in 2017.
Yeah.
Packs everybody out of the hospital. That wait, in 2020, I come and commission it and say I have built a new hospital. This is ridiculous. We can't take our listeners for granted.
Okay.
Right. And so that's what I'm telling him. That even hospitals that they came to meet, he cannot mention more than 7 hospitals that the administration came to meet, not that they started, came to meet and completed. He cannot mention 7.
Okay.
Now, the first one I said he should mention 1 that they started and completed. For 2 hours now, he has been sweating. You look at his face. You need to give him something to wipe his face. You need a towel. He has been sweating. He has not been able to do that.
All right.
He cannot even mention. Let me increase it. Should I make it 5 or 10? Hospitals that you came to meet, that were in progress, that you have completed. You cannot. So when you sit here and pride yourself that you have built more hospitals than Akufo-Addo's administration, it's laughable. Today, it's unfortunate that most of our discussions has focused on what administration has built more hospitals. I'm sure when we come here next week, we will delve into the other sectors of our health ministry and see. When we were coming to office, we knew the number of health workers, the last number of health workers that were employed under NIMS administration was in 2013. Right? They employed about close to 5,000 health workers in 2013. When they went to IMF, because of the IMF conditionalities, we couldn't employ health workers. Right? And so, for about 3 years, health workers were not employed. People who have completed school, gone to school and completed, and they have the expertise, need to be employed to work. Government said, I have no money, I cannot employ you. 3 batches, no employment.
Okay.
Our government came into office. And in the space of 4 years, I can give you details. Year by year. In 2017, this is government record. You can go to parliament and read the Hansard. In 2017, health workers, we employ 16,502. The backlog that they left. In 2018, we employ 11,021 health workers. 2019, we employed 40,201 health workers. In 2020, we employed 28,528. And this is somebody wants to compare achievements of the NDC that could not employ health workers between 2017 and between 2013 and 2016. Come on,
all right.
That's not a joke.
Thank you very much.
No.
Yes, sir.
It's very funny. You know, Makiel seems to have set up his own questions and had decided to be.
This prove me.
Let me just finish. You know, I have time. And he actually said maybe next week we come on.
Yeah, because we have like we have like 5 minutes to leave here.
When the president or the minister go to parliament and start to name or mention that we have employed this, we have employed that, we have employed this kind of numbers, he forgot that the controller and accountant general pays workers in Ghana.
Okay.
And when we come here next week, I'll bring you data.
All right.
To actually compare if what the minister said in parliament was true or it was false.
All right, thank you.
That is what I was saying. No problem.
You cannot dispute it. So, no problem. I'll give you briefing space next week when you come.
Please.
And then he's saying that under NDC the government was not employing nurses and whatever.
Except for 3 years.
This is false.
For 3 years.
It's false. He doesn't even know.
Okay.
It was even President Kufuor
Yeah.
who put a cap. I'll just bring you documents.
All right.
He doesn't even know.
Next week we'll come.
Yeah. Next week, I sit with my producer. I produce my own show, so there's another producer who also we talk about, and he was saying that we also have to talk about the Ghana economy.
Oh yeah, of course, as you said.
So the health sector, we will talk about it another time again.
Not next week.
Not next week. Next week we're going to talk about the economy because we don't want it to base on.
Why don't we finish one issue and then we go to another? I think that makes it more coordinated. I think that will help.
Yeah,
So that
people
know
say
that we are done
I
with
take
that.
the views of other people. They said that it's probably going to be a bit boring. So
Let's
then
talk about the economy.
we can talk about it.
He wants to run away
No
from that.
problem. If you want us to talk about, I am ready. If you want us to talk about economy
Yes, sir.
next week,
Yes, sir.
I am ready.
Yes, sir.
Because I want so that my brother can have breathing space. Huh? Then you have suffered.
You have suffered. You bring up your own person.
Okay.
That is politics.
Yeah, Honorable Patrick also said, don't believe the MPP, bro. MPP and lectures.
It's
Jerry-
not easy to be NDC.
Jerry in Japan said that, hey, Gumshi man, preach the good message to the NDC guy.
Thank you.
The NDC guy must pay attention to the details. That is my boy. If you said the sound from the studio is very low.
Your position is tough.
I just okay.
I sympathize with you. That is brother.
Kofi Esuma said, Bongo more fire. Jerry Ejapon said, hey James, give it to him, give it to them, please. Listen to him. That is my boy. I just said Rich Hospital by John Mahama. I just said that it was renovated and expanded by him, and it is a modern hospital because of him. He built a whole new rich expansion. Bank Hospital and Dodowa is supposed to be Dodowa, yeah, and Tamale and all John Mahama legacy. Okay, same way Akufo-Addo, same way President Akufo-Addo will start and someone will come to complete. How will you earn that? To who? Who will you give the credit to? The Honorable Makion. The question goes to you.
You said who would I do what?
No, I think she was with. Wait, he said that James Makion acknowledged that Mahama has renovated and expanded couple of hospitals. Please get the difference between
I acknowledge
initiation and expansion.
Yeah. You know, I think that has been the problem of my brother Bongo.
Okay.
That I have said that nobody can say. See, I am not the kind of politician who sits on radio and lie, right? And discredit people. I have said that John Mahama indeed has contributed to the expansion of some hospitals.
Yeah.
In fact, there were some hospitals that he actually started.
Yeah, you said it. You said it, yeah.
But the point I'm making is that he cannot mention any hospital that he started or he initiated and then completed before leaving office.
All right.
Right?
Thank you very much.
Yes. And so when you start and we come to
Yeah.
continue and somebody finishes it, you give credit to both of them.
You get, yeah, both.
Exactly.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, that's my point.
Yeah, I have my note here. Next week Sunday, of course, this health sector will still continue another time, and it's like we will leave some in the fridge and we will continue with it. But we're gonna talk about In the Mahama administration and the Kufa administration, these two parties who has went for more loans. Loans. And that is I also want to know what the loan was for. Used for. And also we're going to talk about the whole economy from 2016 when Mahama came to power, and also now Akufo-Addo, where Akufo-Addo has reached now, who has a better economy. So please go and prepare yourself.
After you were kicked out and lost over a million votes.
Something about elections. That, maybe I can paraphrase him. He said it goes like sometimes fools can vote for somebody to come into power.
Of course, it's
this
fact.
This guy, he keeps insulting Ghanaians, and I think that is not fair.
I said Buzia said I didn't say.
He quoted somebody.
You know
Honorable Makion.
You know what?
Yes.
You know what? I'm not even sure Buzia. See, the Buzia we know, the democratic Buzia we know. There's no Buzia. There's no way. There's no way Buzia will say the things he has willing to. Professor Buzia, a very fine gentleman. Professor Buzia would never utter such a word. Professor Buzia will never disrespect Ghanaians in such a manner. In such a manner,
and I don't know why
see, I'm telling you that. See.
Why is back here? Because sometimes
it is not true.
Vote for a government to come to power.
It is not true that Professor Buzia has ever uttered that word.
All right.
Please don't go there.
All right.
See, let's respect Ghanaian voters.
And research.
Let's respect Ghanaian voters.
Okay.
Let's not disrespect Ghanaian voters and say that when they vote to a party, it's because they are fools.
Okay, please. Like I said, we're going to talk about the economy. And I remember somewhere in the Ebola time, please, if you have your headphone on, Honorable Bongo, please, with your headphone on, please. Someone sent me a question that they want to know in the Ebola time, it was Mahama region. And Mahama was giving $36 million for the Ebola. That the Ebola headquarters was in Ghana then. Yeah, we're also going to talk about what that money was used for. And also, oh, that one I can't tell. So it's a question. Okay. It's not next week. So okay. Please, so okay. I'm just saying this so that all of you can get prepared.
Okay.
And we're also going to talk about all the loans in the Akufo-Addo time and Mahama time. They went for IMF, and also who has put more debt in Ghana economy. So please get your fact done, and we continue. And your last word, your wishes to your family or friends or MPP or NDC people, and comes to Mike, and then we wrap up the show.
All right. Thanks very much, and I think from next week I will be available. But it's good you've prompted us on the topic for next week.
Yeah, please.
So big shout out to all the NDC guys listening to me today: Patrick, Isa, Ishuman, Bani, and almost everybody. And the Ghanaian community watching us live, and almost everybody.
Thank you too. Thank you very much. Appreciate you, Honorable Makion.
Yeah, Joe. I just want to thank our wonderful audience for staying with us for about 2 hours.
Yeah,
it's been fantastic.
2 hours 10 minutes. We are here.
Having them with us all the way, it's amazing.
Yes.
My friend Jerry, Commission Man, shout out to you all the way in Ghana. Thanks for tuning in and listening to JC Radio. What I want to say is that Ghanaians should continue to have confidence in the NPP government, that we have promised them, we have delivered, we are delivering, and that they should continue to have faith in us, and that we are the only alternative as far as Ghana's development is concerned. Shout out to all the NPP people who have listened to us, NPP Finland, and all our members. Thanks for tuning in and listening to us.
All right. Thank you very much. Yeah, that was Honorable Bongo and Honorable Makion. Thank you guys for the great, amazing program. Yeah, listener, this is how we wrap up the show. I want to thank you very much for tuning in. God bless you and have a wonderful Sunday with your family. My name is Joe Coca, and I will see you next week. But tomorrow I'm here. So till then, stay tuned. Continue to listen to the music and our podcast. Thank you. Bye-bye.